So if I've got a plumbing business, what do you recommend for growing the actual amount of inquiries that I'm generating?
So if you're looking at how to grow a plumbing business, then I would start by understanding plumbing's quite a broad spectrum of what it is that they do. So let's say they do shower rooms, bathrooms, wet rooms, whatever it is that they do that they make the most profit on, I'd try to start focusing on that to start with and saying, okay, how do we get more wet rooms? And then work out from there, which is probably easier than just going after plumbing keywords. It's cheaper going after it on like PPC. So you could start, if you need instant leads, PPC. PPC is relatively expensive. For anyone that doesn't know what PPC is, it's pay-per-click AdWords in Google. You get to the top of the Google search, but you pay for every single click of what you do. I'd probably stay slightly away from it. I'd also steer slightly away from traditional marketing like billboard, radio, TV, or magazines. I don't think they'll work anywhere near as well. I think there's other sources now of places where you can spend money and get a much higher return on investment. I would go down the route of being active on social media. I'd be omnipresent on all channels as much as I can. Getting before and after pictures of jobs that I've done, making certain that I'm getting some nice videos of the installers on jobs and stuff like that, and just keep being omnipresent across different like channels. SEO is a big point, not just for search engine optimization and ranking your web pages or your images or your videos in Google, but also from a branding point of view, making certain that I'm getting everything I've done offline with regards to testimonials, case studies, any awards that I've won. I'm shouting and screaming about it online so people can see it. So people can see, wow, these are an award-winning plumbing company. Wow, these plumbers have got this accreditation and stuff like that. I think that's all very, very important to make certain that they're stamping their authority and expertise online. The last one then, and I think probably the most important, is filling in a form at fatrank.com. Seeing whether they've got a no-risk supply of inquiries, seeing whether them as a plumbing company qualify to get only paying on converted jobs for lead generation. So the Fatrank team only accept plumbing companies that have got a good online presence with testimonials and case studies. So it's important for, if you're a new plumbing company, Fatrank won't generally team up with you. They generally only want to deal with plumbing companies that work nationwide and they've got good kind of presence and good at converting jobs. But they're the major plays of what I do. I'd say the main three, I would say social media, SEO, and lead generation from Fatrank. I definitely won't throw all your eggs into any one of them. I'd be trying to do as many different things as I can. So if Fatrank did team up with you and do your plumbing leads, I would still also look elsewhere and see if there's any other lead generation companies that can generate them a consistent flow of inquiries and just test out who they think they're getting the best return on investment from. So if you was a plumbing company yourself then and you're looking to grow, which one would you say is the major play in this? Or would you say it's not about having one major play, it is about being omnipresent?
Yeah, I think it's about being omnipresent as much as possible. So let's say, for example, if I did decide to go down the route of getting leads from Fatrank, I would also in the back of my head think, right, I need a good online presence. My website needs to rank well because let's say, for example, if I've just quoted up, let's say a $5,000 wet room or a $7,000 wet room or whatever, and it's myself and a competitor, and I've only got 1 or 2 star reviews. My competitor's got 5-star reviews. Well, guess what? My competitor's going to get the job. Even if everything else is equal, it's exact same quote, everything else, your reviews typically play a deciding factor on who gets the job. So trying to work on my local SEO, trying to rank locally, building out individual service pages. So let's say, for example, if I do wet rooms, if I do disabled wet rooms, if I, let's say some plumbers also install boilers, if I've got all of these service pages on my actual website and I'm ranking all of these individually, then if somebody is actually searching for my brand, they can see, okay, these guys, they don't just do leaky taps, they also do X, Y, and Z services. It just helps build that trust with somebody. And not only that as well, is you obviously can start generating your own inquiries as well. So you're not just relying on Check a Trade or Bark or whatever else. So that's another thing that I would be looking to do. And then if I am more of a visual plumber, let's say I am doing the wet rooms, the bathroom remodeling, stuff like that, I'd be taking before and afters. Yeah. I'd be uploading as much as I frequently can to Instagram. Don't think that it's going to be a one post and you're going to get 300 leads, or it's not going to be one TikTok that's going to generate you 60 inquiries. You need to be consistent.
Yeah, for sure. So if you are a plumbing business and you're looking to grow online, what made you play? If there's one strategy that you do, what would you choose to start with to get you instant leads?
I think Fatrank's a good play. If say, let's say for example, Fatrank reject me, another strategy that you could also do is start posting on Facebook Marketplace as well, because you can get typically some decent inquiries for minimal costs.
I think LinkedIn as well could be a good play, as well as Facebook from a social media standpoint. You could reach out to if you're working in the building sector, to certain quantity surveyors and stuff like that, and you could reach out that way. But personally, I'd go down the route of fill in the form at fatrank.com, see if you qualify. If you don't qualify, the most important part to this is checking the reason why you didn't qualify as a plumbing company, and then go and work on that. The only reason they've been declined is because there's something wrong online. Could be testimonials, reviews, case studies. Now, if the Fatrank team are saying, as a plumbing company, you're not ready to yet grow online, go and fix those problems, because your potential customers could also be going to another plumbing company because they don't feel you are as good as them. Now, you could be 5 times bigger and 5 times better, but the online presence is not showing that. So reputation management is another big part, that if someone's coming in, making certain that you're shouting and screaming about what accreditations that you have as a plumbing company massively helps you grow leads on a consistent basis, but also converting those jobs as well.